This is a review of solving linear equations. As a reminder, when we solve linear equations, the process is different than the order of operations that we use with just numbers. First, we distribute if possible. Then we combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign. Then we get all of the variables on one side of the equal sign and all of the constants on the other side of the equal sign. Then we multiply or divide to make the coefficient of the variable 1. Now, we're not necessarily going to do all of these every time. It just depends on the equation. But if all of these were to be in the equation, then we need to follow this order. Let's look at an example. Here we have distribution on both sides. So we have distribution here where we need to distribute, and here we need to distribute as well. So that's the first thing we need to take care of. So I'm going to start by distributing the 6 to both the y and the negative 4. So that's going to give me 6y minus 24, and then I still have that minus 6 there that I haven't done anything with yet. Now over here I'm going to distribute this negative 2. So negative 2 times negative 4 gives me positive 8y minus 16 minus 6y. Now over here on the left hand side I have two constants that I can combine together. So that's going to give me 6y minus 30 on the left. And then on the right hand side I have two y's that I can combine together. So I have an 8y and a negative 6y, which gives me 2y minus 16. From there, I'm going to get my variables on one side, so I'm going to move the 2y over. Since it's a positive 2y, I'm going to subtract it from both sides. So that's going to give me 4y minus 30 equals negative 16. Now I need to move that 30 over because it's a constant. So because it's a negative 30, I'm going to add 30 to both sides. So now I have 4y is equal to 14. Divide both sides by 4, and y is 14 fourths, which reduces to 7 halves. And you can go ahead and leave it as an improper fraction as long as it's reduced. In this equation, we only have distribution on one side, so we're going to take care of that distribution first. I'm going to multiply the 7 by both the y and the 7. So I have 7y plus 49 plus 3y equals negative 31. Now again, I have two y's that I can combine, so I have 10y plus 49 equals negative 31. I'm going to subtract the 49 from both sides. So I have 10y is equal to negative 80. Divide both sides by 10, and y is equal to negative 8. In the last example, I just have distribution again on the left-hand side, so I'm going to start by distributing that first. That's going to give me negative 4x plus 28 is equal to 6x plus 48. Now remember, when you're solving linear equations, it doesn't matter which side the variable's on and which side the constant's on. So this time I'm going to move this 4x, which is a negative 4x, so I'm going to add it. I'm going to add that to both sides of the equation. So I get 28 equals 10x plus 48. Then I'm going to subtract the 48 because it's a constant, so I want it over on the left with the other constants. So I have negative 20 equals 10x. Divide both sides by 10, and x is equal to negative 2. So again, it doesn't matter which side you put the variable on.